again. Oh, my speech isn't that good, actually. Fair enough. Best man. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Caitlin. We've arrived at that time where I must arise from the comfort of my seat, having to put my beer, wine, champagne and a glass of water down to make a fool out of Simon. I'm going to enjoy this. I'll be afraid. In case you haven't guessed it, the reason I'm stood up here now is because I am the best man. My name is Paul Stevens, and I have the honour of best man today. I've been Simon's mate for 2 whole days now. He hired me for the day. He doesn't actually seem to have many friends. Following on from Si's speech, I too would like to take this opportunity to compliment how beautiful the bridesmaids, Charlie, Tina and LJ look. As we all know, it's customary for the groom to say throughout the day how beautiful Sharon looks, whereas I am under no obligation. However, I think you all agree, and all the men in this room today are envious of Simon. Sharon, you really do look stunning.
Yeah.
And I would be more than happy to tickle your back later when Simon has passed out drunk. I think it is only right to thank the parents of our newlyweds, Nina, Neil, Jenny and Carl, for hosting such a wonderful wedding. I would suggest drinking 3 things of alcohol to get the party started. However, during our recent trip to Ibiza, Simon didn't seem to grasp it. He put 3 fingers in his beer and then sucked them. So here's a toast to Nina, Neil, Jenny and Carl.
You saying that?
At this point, I've just got a few messages to read from absent friends that unfortunately couldn't make it today. Dearest Sharon and Simon, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day and extremely happy future together. Wishing we could have been with you today. Lots of love. Johnny, Laura, Jodie, Christine and Rebecca. And just a couple of cards. Only wish we were with you both, but we'll be thinking of you. Love, Granny and Grandad. Dear Sharon and Simon, I'm sorry we won't be able to be there with you in person, but we'll raise a glass to you both on your special day. Love, Corrie and John. It is a real privilege to be part of the wedding, and I'm sure I speak not only for myself, but the bridesmaids and the ushers in thanking Si and Sharon for the honour and the kind gifts. So thank you. So, let's talk about Simon. I have known Simon now for 20 odd years, and they've been odd. Since then, no one has ever questioned his intelligence, or actually even mentioned it. For example, Jenny tells me he was a slow starter. At play school, he was different from all the other 4-year-olds. He was 10. One time we walked past McDonald's in Canby High Street. There was a sign in the window saying, "Free Big Mac." I pointed this out and he said, "Why? What did he do?" Before I formally begin Simon's character assassination, I thought I'd better get some clearance from Sharon. Unfortunately, I didn't think about doing this till about 10 minutes ago, when she advised me of my do's and don'ts. She said, "Don't mention ex-girlfriends, don't swear, don't tell risque jokes, don't tell lies, never, do tell mostly positive stories about the groom. Let's be honest, if I stick to that, my speech would now be over. I'll give you money later, Kate. Having known Simon for so long, it's fair to say we've got into a fair bit of trouble and done things we can never repeat. For example, Simon pulling on our trip in 2005 to Tenerife.
He looks worried.
Before he met Sharon. He was so pleased with himself, whilst walking back to our apartment at 7 AM, talking loudly about what had happened, obviously still drunk, as he hadn't realised a new coachload of people arrived, including families, to start their holiday. They had the delight and pleasure in hearing what he got up to. Later that day by the pool, he actually wondered why people kept giving him dirty looks. Also on the same holiday, again, after a few drinks. Noticing a pattern here. Simon tripped over a drain, fell to the floor, ruined his jeans, cut his elbows, and hurt his legs. Like a true friend, I carried him back to the apartment whilst he cried like a little girl. I can only imagine what people must have thought. I've recently found out that lovely Caitlin, and we've all found out today actually, refers to Simon as Auntie Simon. Although I'm not 100% sure why, seemingly she's picked up on his slightly feminine mannerisms. Perhaps the way he sits. Perhaps the way he stands. Or especially the way he dances. Not forgetting his favourite tipple, a gin and tonic. Here we go. Hardly surprising Caitlin's so confused. On his stag do, Simon felt quite at home wearing a French sailor's outfit and a full face of makeup. Luckily, I found a picture. Now, for those that can't see at the back, don't worry, it will be here for the rest of the evening. But that's it. Think you married Sharon? Lovely. There you go, Sharon. Sharon, you made that for me. There we go.
One voice true. So exciting.
In fairness, a party of fully grown women on a headnight refused to believe he was straight.
True.
And interrogated Mark and I on the subject for several minutes. Yep, Simon fancied himself as quite the ladies' man that evening and enjoyed what he thought a serious boost to his ego. Little does he know the extent of the interrogation Mark and I faced about his sexuality. To be fair, mate, the evidence does stack up at the end of the day. I managed to find this picture, with the help of Joe actually, good old Facebook.
Oh, you haven't?
Apparently he said, yeah, when he went to the Rocky Horror Show. Sometimes he's dressed like that with his families. Give that to your mother-in-law.
Well, he's seriously getting his own back first, isn't he?
To be fair though, in his defence, he does have a lot of manly traits.
Sorry, which one's Simon?
And interests. I don't
One of the right, yeah.
To be fair, in his defence, he does have a lot of manly traits and interests. Projector screen TV, various gadgets, not forgetting 7 years of ice hockey, and also his fast cars. His first car was a Peugeot 306. Perhaps his second car, Honda Civic. Getting faster. Current car, Mitsubishi Evo. I think we'll agree he got there in the end. I have to say, one of Simon's strengths is his cooking. He not only enjoys it, but he's actually bloody good at it. This leads me on to Simon Sharon's first date.
You know something?
Simon cooked for Sharon, starter, main, and dessert. Impressed so far? Me too. Probably would have been more impressive had he not used the same chopping board throughout all of his preparation. Meaning he presented Sharon with onion-infused strawberries for dessert. Yum. Obviously, Sharon didn't mind too much, and it was very quickly followed by a second date. As we all know, Simon is gradually moving out of his bachelor pad and setting up home with Sharon. As you will appreciate, I was not overly enthused to be asked to help shift boxes, but then I came across this. His diary.
Pink.
As a true friend, I didn't think it was right or fair of me to read through it, but I did. You pervert, Simon. However, it wasn't all sinister. I've singled out a few entries just to share with the room. 18th of August 2005. Started my new job. They all seem to like me, so should fit in well. 8th of September 2005. I've seen a girl at work that is hot. I definitely would. September 2005. Found out the hot girl was called Sharon. I seem to have made a good first impression with her because she keeps looking at me. I think she wants me. To get a true reflection of Sharon's first thoughts of Simon, I pinched her diary too. Slightly smaller but the same colour. 12th of September 2005. New young man in the office, apparently started last month. Kind of good looking, apart from his big ears. However, seems a bit of a show off, and he now keeps staring at me. First impression, no.
Did you really write that?
On a more serious note, we return to Simon's diary. I'll try to anyway. 14th of August 2009. Realised today just how much I love Sharon. She is kind, caring and beautiful, and someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. I plan to propose to her on our trip to Antigua. Paul says it's okay too. 28th of September 2009. Yep, I'm super smooth. Went ahead with the proposal, romantic walk along the seafront, got down on one knee, popped the question. She obviously said yes. What girl wouldn't? Proudest day of my life, and even had a tear in my eye. Definitely worth putting the champagne in the room, if you know what I mean. You're not going to be my best man anymore.
Now I can understand.
On a more sincere note, it's been a great privilege to have been asked to be your best man, and I hope I haven't let you down.
No.
always been there for me whenever I needed him. I know how much Sharon means to him, and he will always be there for her. Simon idolises Sharon, and he will make a great husband, and I'm sure they will be extremely happy for many years to come. I'm pleased to say my speech is almost over now. Once again, it's been an honour to be your best man. I hope you are both fully enjoying your day as much as everyone else in this room is. You seem to have found a recipe for a highly successful marriage, and I'm sure over the years you'll be subject to advice and guidance of how to keep your marriage on the right tracks and the passion ignited. One thing I have heard is the wife should spend 10 minutes every day to lick her partner's ears. Sharon, I think you'll find that's bollocks. So ladies and gentlemen, one last time, would you all please stand to toast on newlyweds, wishing them all the happiness in the future, Mr. and Mrs. Long.